Let's go. We with it with the awful sweater, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Boom. So, how I manifested healing in 1 month with the power of thought, with the power of visualization, imagination, whatever label you want to call it. I love going with visualization and imagination. I love both of them words. How I created healing in that way in my life. Many of us are used to the typical consuming medication, going to the doctors, getting surgery. There's like all these different modalities: pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan, raw, like all of the things. We can easily become immersed in it and become identified with it, that just that one way, or the ways in which we know up until now are the only ways. So we discredit fasting, we discredit and not look towards like eating raw foods, or many people veganism. And this isn't to shine light on this. That's a totally different topic and conversation. But there's more possibilities out there. Let's just say there's more possibilities out there. And I utilize visualization and imagination in every aspect of my life. And I aim to do that. Not saying that it happens every single time, because I'm human. Damn sure it doesn't happen every single time. There's moments where I can experience being immersed in a feeling or a happening, and I get to shift my way of being. And it always results into me tuning in to my thoughts, to reflect on the day, on what I did, what I created, the type of conversations that I had, the language that I utilized, what I was thinking when I was pouring a glass of water and drinking the water, like what is in my space, in my field, because I am creating on a moment-to-moment basis. So I discovered this back in like 2017. And at this point, I was experiencing 6 different illnesses. So much was happening in my life. The doctors couldn't tell me much of what I was experiencing. I knew some of it was autoimmune disease, severe anemia, a heart condition, and they wouldn't tell me exactly the names. They didn't know what to tell me. They just said, this is that thing. And like the tumors, come back if it gets too big, or the heart condition, just come back if it gets worse and we'll do some more scans. But they didn't really have much to say. I began losing my confidence in Western medicine, in family, in anyone for that matter, because I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, because I'm still here experiencing this. And it was like me being the victim, me experiencing life, that life was happening to me. And how can I create healing when it's so hard to? And I've tried to consume the herbs. I've tried to rid of meat and go vegetarian and raw and all the different things, and I was getting worse. So 2017, I discovered this. I was diving into Eckhart Tolle. I was diving into Alan Watts, Bob Proctor, Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard is the big bro. His teachings and his way of articulating this way of utilizing imagination and visualization is so potent and powerful. And I speak of much of his teachings and his books and the things that he said in much of what I create and in my day-to-day. I listen to the man every single day. As I was just integrating these things and actually doing it on a consistent basis, is when I started experiencing the shift. I reached the tipping point of the illnesses that I was experiencing. Went out to Honduras, to Usha village, stayed out there for close to a month, left, and was still experiencing all the different symptoms that I was from before. The rashes on my skin, the feeling weak, the depression, everything else diminished. Everything else diminished by that time, yet there was still presence of illness in my life. I was still going through so much at that time. And as I was eating raw and consuming herbs, my intention of thought was so on point on a moment-to-moment basis. I was envisioning what it is that I desired, what it is that I desired my life to look like. Me being healed was the biggest thing. I just continued to experience myself in my visualization as healed already. So there wasn't any, like this shit is still in my body. I feel like shit. Like I have to take these medications. Why me? I just want to get this and like experiencing depression or even overwhelm, frustration. I was not allowing myself to even be frustrated from someone cutting me off, glass falling on the floor, me spilling something on my clothes. Nothing fazed me. It was just a happening. I was able to just be with it and witness it. Me visualizing and envisioning what I looked like created a sense of self-esteem, confidence, power, will, clarity to amplify through my body. And I began experiencing my life, reality began to shift. The way that colors looked, the way that I was connecting with people, that we were just meshed and they supported me in whatever it was that I desired to create, whether it's spreading the word or buying some herbs or just showing love, showing support. Everything is communicating and it only amplified my visualization. Envisioning me being healed on a moment-to-moment basis, envisioning me being healed before going to sleep, taking that vision into my sleep and experiencing it in the dream state. That's when it gets real, in the dream state, because then you're able to manipulate it. You're able to experience that power in the femifestation, in the space that encompasses the consciousness, the space that encompasses all this, all that is, the isness that is dancing. Like that's what the dream state is. The dream realm is so powerful and so potent. And I'm hyped to talk about that because I utilize dream work and dream co-creatorship every night. Even when I take a nap, each time I dream, it's intentional. Envision before you go to rest and lay in an uncomfortable position to where you're not just falling asleep, like you just lay down and you knocked out for the night, you KO'd for the night. No, lie down in a position that's uncomfortable so that way you can lay there. And you know when you're laying and you're about to go to sleep and there's like that middle phase from when you're about to fall asleep but when you're still awake, like you're still conscious. You're right in the middle there. So it is a powerful space for two realms to merge and to really electrify itself. And it is communicating with the isness. It is communicating with the space. So if we are thinking a thing and we are the extension of God, Goddess, Absolute, Universe, Spirit, whatever is there for you, then that which is also heard that, also experienced it. If we experience it in the dream realm is still a space. It's happening, whether it's in thought, whether it's in our mind. We can come out of the dream state feeling the experience in our body. We can feel like when we had a nightmare versus when we had a dream, like our boyfriend was with another woman and cheating on us. We're pissed off. We want to text him when we wake up. When we experience it in the dream realm, it is further being amplified to create itself in this reality. It just takes some relative time because it's a little more dense. Within the dream realm, it's more fluid, like water. There isn't any density. There isn't any hard matter that's making the relative time come into play. But when you consistently intertwine in that space, you're creating your reality in a powerful way and immediately. And that's what I utilized on a moment-to-moment basis for about 2.5, 3 weeks before I experienced all of the symptoms. Finito. Gone. And I went to the doctor and got everything tested. And everything came back clear. Everything came back good. In a space where it was further confirmation that we are able to create our reality. And I utilize visualization and imagination all till now when things are going so good and when things are seeming to be wild, chaos. Let me pause real quick and take a nap real quick. Let me deal with this shit in the Femifest state. Let me deal with this shit in the dream realm. And then we'll figure out what to do when I get back. Because I got to go and talk to some people. I got to go talking to my spirit fam, to my ancestors, to my ascended master Brodies. We're going to have a conversation and figure this shit out. For real. I'm like, oh, hell nah. I'm ready to take a nap and really feel into it. And yo, I am so hyped to begin the one-on-one coaching sessions. My coaching has opened up so I can support y'all in a more intimate and deeper way in tuning into the imagination realm, the dream realm, to utilize plant medicine, different physical health modalities, but integrating the essence, the isness in who we are, this life force, this power to create our reality, to create our healing experience in our body. Ridding of stagnant trauma and emotions and utilizing visualization to really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Don't you agree? It's so good. Don't you agree? Life, isness, power, visualization, manifestation. Yes. Woo! So for those of y'all that are interested, drop it down in the comment box. My team will send you a message and or click that link right there and just hop on the website and sign up. Send an application in. Let's talk. Let's get it. Let's do it. And for those that are not looking to jump in one-on-one but still want to be in the space, check out and dive into the Raw Detox Challenge. And I have that link down below as well. Doing it big in an upful way with raw foods, conscious talk, and conscious embodiment. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.